control the things, how they work now. You still with me, Diggs?
I'm here.
Okie dokie.
I mean, I'll leave. I'm just gonna see what your stream's like before.
Let's see the gameplay. If it gets
I mean,
fucky, I will
leave.
delete
I'm
the
just
camera.
gonna see what your stream's like.
Let's see if the gameplay gets fucky. I will just delete the camera.
You got it.
I'm gonna turn on the performance mode and see what happens. Let's see the full output. I think it's okay.
I think it looks good.
How is the audio? Is it okay?
Audio's good.
Good. We're gonna start for those beautiful 5 people sitting with us today. Probably all moderators or bots.
Mostly bots.
This game also has...
But alright, man.
Okay.
I'll let you enjoy your thing. Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me out.
Not a problem.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna get this thing started. Let's see. I'm gonna explore the HQ first because we can get some money this way. I'm gonna run around this HQ because it's like a starter area and the people can pile in as I run, and I'm gonna give it like 15 or 10 minutes of exploring here, and then I will do the official start, let's say. I'm gonna type on the general that I'm streaming. Okay. Sub-pistol. This is the tank where all of our fishes will be when we start fishing. It's a very, very important mechanic in this game. Let's talk to some people, listen to the music, to the music. Coming here is literally therapy to me. So those are all fellow people in the Cruelty Squad Corporation. Hello, Pistol. This is Cruelty Squad, a great video game. When more people come in, if they come in, like in 5 minutes, I will turn on the intro so everyone can see the plot. Ha! You can't hear me? Give me some feedback on the audio, Mr. Pistol. See some refreshments as we wait for people to pile up. We can enjoy, relax, refresh, and regenerate snack. This one is Super Crunchers. Ah, yeah, you are talking about my camera. Yes, that's how I wanted it to be. This is my OBS nightmare. This is just how I do things. I used to torment people with my OBS color correction and chroma key settings. Just how we do. This game is about assassination, liquidation, and being a good corporate person. We are an assassin working on a gig economy. We're basically an Uber driver, but for assassinations. And we are currently in the Cruelty Squad headquarters, a safe, chill place. Nothing can harm us here. Okay, I think we can see this cool, non-threatening door. Very normal. It just talks to us in some magic words. But that's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Let's watch the intro. If it's possible? I don't even know if it is. Huh. Thank you for hydration. I will try to figure out if I can. It will be tricky. I will not risk contaminating this stream, like breaking it all apart, so maybe I will just explain the plot to you. Cruelty Squad. In Cruelty Squad, we take the steering wheels of a person broken by this bio-cyberpunk society. His name is Emptyfuck. He's a simple guy. He used to work in corporate security, and while he was taking his existential crisis shower, he's got a call from his friend. This guy, this beautiful person right here, and he explained to us that he can have a job for us, an assassination. Yeah, good that you're getting notifications. Like a gig assassination job, and we got some basic equipment, and we get a message. Oh, look, this guy needs to be eliminated. Let's see the story of our next target. After he is done voice acting, I will read this to you because it may be hard to read in this font, in this resolution, on a stream bitrate. Good afternoon, night clerk. Okay, so he just relayed to us. Sigismund of the pharmaceutical department has been embezzling company funds and using them to gamble with highly speculative biological currencies. This would already be bad enough to warrant his immediate liquidation, but he has also become increasingly deranged, flying into fits of rage and vomiting blood all over the office. While you're there, you should also dispose of his accomplice, Jerry. He's scheduled to be hosting a meeting in the conference room with other executives. Oh fuck, my OBS is closed. I'm gonna see you in a minute. Thanks for following, Mr. Urluk the Orc. Okay, let's start. We don't have many options. We have two weapons selected. We have the non-lethal options, but they're a joke. Like in this game, the value of life is 0. So you can see this the joke weapon, Snooze Fest Animal Control Pistol. As the cost of human life is low, there has been no real attempt to create a tranquilizer gun for security or military needs. Some have, however, adopted these animal control pistols as a less messy way to get past overly vigilant security. You see, we are not gonna think about non-lethal ways to achieve our goals. This is our first corporate office. It's the first corporate office we'll be invading. As you can see, it has a lot of evil smiley faces. There is the main entrance, but it's not a good idea to go through here. It's a lot of security, a lot of random people. Some guy has already started firing on us through civilians. As you know, in a self-defense situation, even if you have to shoot through a crowd of people in Minecraft, you shouldn't worry about it. You should just defend your own life. And this game lives by this philosophy. So we're gonna use the stealth hitman route. Gonna use our kick. This game has a kick, so we can know that it's a good game. I'm gonna go through sneaky beaky like. This cool security guy had a, as you can see, it's a very nice G11, I would say. No, this is in Godot engine for some reason. This guy just thought like, okay, I'm gonna use this niche free engine to make my nightmare reality game. I'm gonna dispatch those two guards. Okie dokie. I'm sure this could be made in the first Doom engine, but later you're gonna see there are some mobility options that would be hard to recreate. This is our target. He's screaming, and this was a dog. You couldn't have seen it, it was too fast. This is the target. Not a very nice person, but you know, rules are the rules, he has to be dispatched. This is not a normal shotgun, this is actually a nice dart shotgun. Okay. Dying in this game is extremely easy, so I will try my best to not get schwacked on my first job. I'm gonna go for the rocket launcher. Close the door behind me. Yes, this game is insane. Some money here for me. $1,000. Thank you very much. This is this is a security rocket launcher. They hid it on top of this tree in this nice alcove. I don't know if that's a correct word. Maybe not. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'm gonna take it. Take the security rocket launcher. This part. Whoa! That's very unfortunate. My divine light has been severed. Unfortunately, I have died, and my divine light is severed. I am a flesh automaton animated by neurotransmitters. Isn't this a horrible fate? I would say so. So, we have to repeat this level. But you may notice that my borders of my screen have changed. This is because as I said, my divine light is severed. It's a hidden difficulty mechanic. The more you die, the easier the game becomes, but it locks you from accessing some cool secrets, like that rocket launcher. That rocket launcher was a secret that can only be achieved if your divine light is unsevered. Toilet pizza. Yeah, like the 90s vibes are very hard. Not Nachtstil? Are you a German, perhaps? The 90s vibes are very intense. The guy who made this game, Ville Kalo, or as he likes to present himself with his company, Consumer Soft Products, that's the real name of his company. He's an actual artist from Finland. He's about 30 years old, and he made many comics. He wrote a little bit, and like he really knows what he's doing. This is not just a shitpost game. This game is like actual. This game has some intense and good stuff in it. Believe me. Okay, I'm gonna take two weapons because the acquiring weapons in this game works in such a way that you have to take them with you out of the level to add them to your inventory. Ah, don't worry about it. Like, You can say it's an edgy nickname, but they're way worse picks for teenager nicknames. So don't worry about it. Okay, I have to take the second guy out, and yeah, unfortunately the easier route is taken from us because of my death. I'm gonna jump down here. As you can see, this we cannot do this. We cannot destroy this door. We need some explosives. We can do that right now. So we're gonna take this way here. Okay, let's see how many people have heard the shotgun. Like this one! Yeah, they can also kick in the doors. We are not the only postal dude around here. Postal dude. Look, he was watching entertainment on television. Nah, don't need drugs to come up with good ideas. Not always. I think this guy just has a vision, but I don't know him, so maybe he did ingest some things. But I don't believe that you have to be a drug man to come up with some cool stuff. Okay, so this is another way. Like there is also another way of reaching our target, because you can see on this crosser right here. But we're gonna take the explosive way. We're gonna jump in right in the middle of the meeting. Dispatch of the security. One more. Let's see. Another thing I made, like, you can feel special because only for you, I decided to wipe my save. To give you a fresh start experience, to show you how it all works. But this game is so much easier when you have all your toys unlocked. Right now I'm like a child. I'm a baby Cruelty Squad man. But the power you can unlock in this game. I also lost all my stock. Like you see, like it's empty. I don't have any stocks. I have to rebuild my financial empire as well. Yes, this game has dynamic stock prices and stock simulation. You're not mishearing this. Okay, this security guy left to kill me, so I killed him, and so there should be some security people here, like this good dog. Another one. Okay. 1, 2 doors. Gonna run away. Managed to leave. This door comes later. And that's the first level. Hello, Chippy. Feel free to hop in if you want to. This is our first level conquered. You can see we got $1,000 and we got a C rating. Yes, that's the letter C. As you can see, like, speed running in this game is encouraged. We're not gonna go to the next mission. We're gonna go to the title screen to show you how we can augment our character. I'll let him talk. Oh yes, I eat every food because food heals me just barely, like 5 HP out of 100, and that health goes out quickly, very quickly. Okay, so this is our augmentation screen. It's very similar to the Deus Ex one, but you can change things after you made a choice. There are some speed glands, like our speed characteristics can be upgraded, some armors, some question marks. What can it be? Some more armor and the biosuit. A suit of writhing flesh that wraps around you and seals you in. Extremely good protection with no immediately apparent downsides. For sure. This explosion protection shield. Load-bearing vest. It can help with getting more ammunition. And it's useful, very useful. That's a cool thing which is bugged out. This should be a this should be a question mark, as you can see this is a hazmat suit. A military camouflage. Oh, it's very nice. And this stealth suit, it has a very cool story as well. Stealth suit, $12,000. Uses a coating of newly developed chameleon bacteria to make sure to make the user practically invisible up to 20 universal length units. Has an overbearing stench, and because of this, the special forces units that make use of those are widely known as shitmen. So if the shitmen squad come up to your door, you're gonna know it. Even if you don't see them, you're gonna smell them. Or maybe biothrusters. Propel yourself forwards with a powerful jet of sticky liquid from holes in your back. Replaces your kick. So some upsides and some downsides. Like kick is a very useful weapon, not really weapon, a way of opening doors. So losing that, debatable. Grenades, bombs, first aid kits to heal yourself. We can buy ourselves a radio that will play our favorite tunes. Yeah, you can pick up stuff because this game is an immersive. Yes, not farts. A bio-refuse, like more like propel yourself with shit. Augmented arms, because this is an immersive sim, you can pick stuff up and throw it, because that's the basic requirement for a thing to be a immersive sim. And we can get a life sensor which allows us to see people. And then this very cool thing, gang boosters. Boost yourself upward mid-air by releasing a jet of assorted biological detritus. Makes a huge mess that is extremely unpleasant to clean up. We are not gonna clean that up. And one last thing I want to show you, a skull gun. Popular among completely brain-dead company mechs. We are very close to that, to that part, but let's not get there. A little bit of stuff is scooped out of the skull to make a better fit. Fires a 3-round burst of micro-caliber HE rounds. So just take out the brain and acquire successful bullets from brain. I'm gonna get myself a drink. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. To all the new people who just came, because I see the number got bigger. This is Cruelty Squad, and I am Polish Drone Strike, as you can see by this very cool green vision, premium vision camera. I'm gonna get myself a drink. Some drink ASMR. If you can hear it, I hope you don't. This is my first time over here playing Cruelty Squad. To show you this very nice game from last year. I basically introduced this game to the Legion for all for all good and bad that came from it. But many people love this. Let me read you the description of our next assignment, next assassination station. We recently gave the Goo Food and biocomputing startup GTech a significant seed capital of around $5 billion. We've also been helping them by supplying proprietary research data, which it turns out they have been selling to our competitors for large sums of money. On top of this, they have not produced any results and have wasted most of their funding on purchasing Chanko Pops, remember that part, and expensive properties at an elite gated community built on an ancient mass grave, which will soon hopefully have an addition of 3 fresh new bodies. Good luck! Let's give it a go. First, let's replace the shitty gun with a G11 and the pistol with Balotelli Hypernova. Let's go. Uh-huh. We have our first crash. It do be like that sometimes. You can watch the intro, this is our opportunity. Nah. Low poly showers are not real showers. Fuck, I forgot to log in on my conditioning app. Look at my room. A mattress, a chair, and a TV screen. How many people do you know that live like this? This would be a modern day social commentary. Oh, let's look. Entertainment. We're back in the game, baby! I'm gonna choose our weapons and proceed with the mission of killing 3 biocurrency and biotech entrepreneurs who wasted our company's resources. That's why we're liquidating them. No, this is not the mission I wanted to choose. This game has the best UI, so it's sometimes you can pick the wrong level. This is us, by the way. Because, like, we have pink hair. I don't know if in the intro we had pink hair, but I think this image fits us greatly. Welcome to the luxurious neighborhood. Take a ride in a flash car. Before we eliminate our targets, let's explore around. Let's see what this neighborhood has to offer. Oh yes, the ball gum garage. A flower. Let's not talk about this darkness. Yes, beautiful interior design. Look at those triangle windows, look at this pistol guard. Never had a chance. They always end... It always ends the same way. They don't see me, and I kill them. Nice. We can converse with the people that live here. You're my new neighbor. You should shower sometimes to make a better first impression. People moving here don't know what they're dealing with. This guy is dangerous, but not to us. He wants to flatten the place. Who? Too bad. Let's check out the rest of the neighborhood. Take the United route of clearing this place. Now go into this compound. Failed to go into this compound. And just take the sniper rifle on the roof and do it Hitman style, like that demo back in the day. Expert elimination. Never stood a chance. Just never seen it coming. Now I prove it to you that this is an immersive simulator. See this trash can? I can put it here, take it, and just create my own immersive route into the compound. Isn't this just expert game design? Isn't this what they loved in Deus Ex? They see me, but I have better range. Their weapons are shit, only the G11 has any chance. That's why I kill him first. There are different enemy types, like it's hard to see by the low poly models, but like there are different kinds of goons in this game. Later it becomes even more apparent as they start changing size, or the number of their eyes change. They just become some unholy monstrosities. This game is fucking great. Oh! Forgot to reload. Like that. Oh. So is it better now when I adjusted my mic, or is it still like not very good? My mic is not the best, but like the best thing I can do is to have it at the right volume. So give me a notice if it's better. Perfectly good organ. Kidney acquisition complete. You can sell organs on the organ market. You can sell his gut for $120. Let's sell it because it's rising. Is it better now, Mr. Blue Gentleman? Okay, we found ourselves a sniper rifle. We shall use it to eliminate those pesky businessmen. That one is eradicated. Those are the Chanko Pops. Maybe I should just go there and show you the Chanko Pops. Ah! Fuck! I almost died. I have to go through the long way. This is not the best. There's a shit ton of security here. Fortunately, the AI is in my favor because it's dumb as fuck. They just go in a straight line. But their hit scan is... What? I got scared by the doggy, which has human organs inside of it, and I can say it. Yeah, it's jumping like that is not a good idea. The fall damage in this game is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Like they don't give you many chances. That's because you can buy implants that improve your survival chances. Okay, I have to go through here. I mostly just escape from the roof from this level. But yeah, this is the normal route if you fail. Oh, reloading in this game is very interesting. You don't press R if you want to reload. You have to press the right click and then move your hand down. Nice MS Paint sky. This level has many secrets, but to discover them I need better equipment. And I don't have the money to get it right now. I'll show you another immersive sim mechanic. As you can see, we just disintegrated this dog. We'll take its torso, cook it, and eat it for some nice 5 HP boost. And we got murdered, unfortunately. Let's give this another chance. Now a little bit faster. Take a different route. Won't go for the sniper rifle, since you lack the mobility to really achieve like all of the objectives quickly. I'll just go the normal route, show you the guys, the businessman houses, and liquidate the targets. Eliminated. So yeah, this normal machinery of a normal house. Never stood a chance. Unfortunate. But not unlikely. No, fuck you! Don't kill me! Thank you. Thank you, fate. I'm gonna use this opportunity. Let's talk to our guy. Got all those Chanko Pops. Goatsy Tech. Who are you? Oh, you're here to check out my Chanko Pops. I'm absolutely nuts about these little guys. Must have spent over $100,000 on them by now. Do you have a favorite? Me, it's so hard to choose. They're all my children. Man, it's so nice to meet another Chanko enthusiast. This is the last person you ever met. Go to his attic. Fairly normal. Just some candy tag, some weird eye photos. Everything is normal. It's normal, everyone. Normal house. I will not risk the fall damage. But I'm gonna risk this because the front entrance is just a pain. Just get rid of the security. Okay. That is taken care of. Let's go to the technology man. Never heard of Cupid. One word. Decentralized personal server. Take back your data. Don't understand, huh? Typical Earthling. Leave me alone. I'm trying to figure out how to program in Zune, the Cruelty programming language of Mercurians. Okie dokie, Mr. Space Guy. Even in death he talks. Avoid getting senselessly killed. And just leave. By the way, this is the Unabomber's shack for no reason, but it's real. He back in the day he was active in his Discord server and he explained like some of the meanings of the houses that he inserted into this funny zone. Okay, target eliminated. Let's get out of here before we get killed. I'm gonna use some old school strafing techniques to get out of here. If you strafe and run forwards at the same time, you will run 2 times faster because you're moving in 2 vectors at once. Isn't that funny and genius? To go down there to those catacombs that he mentioned, we're gonna have to go back there with a lighter of some kind, with a torch of some kind. Let's see how much money do we have. First thing we're gonna want to buy are the gang boosters, because they are just the best way of navigating. It has come to our attention that the CEO of Advanced Orbital Instruments has been doing too good of a job trying to increase the survival rate of our mission to Mercury. Currently, estimated at around 20%. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Too good of a job trying to increase the survival rate of our mission to Mercury. Currently estimated at around 20%. This simply won't do, as it is first and foremost a sacrificial mission designed to satiate the appetites of some of our higher-ups. Once you get rid of him, we'll be free to install our own CEO, who is more attuned to the concept of mass-scale human sacrifice. That's some nice world building for you. This game is really good at this. Let's fix the space because it's broken. It's too easy to survive in space right now. I'm gonna fix that. Hello, Tex. Thank you for cheering. Thank you for the Amazon money. This level has some quirks, because other than the pyramid right here that contains our space genius, we want to go to this island later. Yes, this game is on Steam. You can buy it right now. It's a full release. In 2020 it came to early access, and now it's fully 100% released and finished. It has entire plot, many secret levels, many unlockable secret stuff. I wholeheartedly recommend this. It has a comment. I don't know how active is it now, because like it was a darling a few years ago. I don't know like how popular is it right now. I just thought it would be cool to remind people that it exists. Hello, knife lady. One of the enemies that we'll be running into more often. A gassy lady. Let's take this Uzi, this anime gun that was hidden in this container. Probably some weeb wanted to order it from Amazon. Normal full auto Amazon delivery. I'm getting shot at, but their accuracy is very like shit weapons, fortunately. But there are some snipers in this level, I think. Maybe not at this difficulty, but later. Let's take this, take this. Oh my god, I'm run out of ammo. Shotgun to your face. I'll take this energy drink! And then security is going to kill me. Okay, I'm dead. Yeah, we're getting there. And we're back to Space Race. I'll show you another point of entry to this level. Stealth kill. Stealth kick. In this game you can ride a fully personalized forklift without forklift certification. Let's take this relaxing ride. Feel free to adjust the audio to your liking, because this is gonna go on for a while. Do you like what you hear? Fortunately, we're gonna finish this. Yes, this is a forklift. It's a fully working 100% functional forklift. So... Ah! My OBS is minimalized. Oh my god. Thank you, Tex. Thank you, Tex, for helping your community. Community streamers. This spot can be yours. You can be as cool as me if you decide to stream and you're a member of the Black Pants Legion. I just ran into a dead end. It's gonna happen a few times, especially if we don't have the gang boosters before we acquire them. This game is gonna be a little bit of a maze, but later, when you get the Grappendix, the gang boosters, oh, it's gonna be easy then. Fun little doggy. I'm gonna eliminate most targets from range. We cannot eliminate the space guy yet because, yeah, he knew what he was doing with the pyramid design. It's harder to hit him this way. Eliminated. 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 More G11s, thank you very much. Corporate security ain't shit. Dead. Eliminated. Look at those comfortable cubicles. What is this? I didn't see this before. Maybe this is some new. Consumer Soft Products is working on a new game right now. Shoot 'em up, I think. But I think he keeps adding stuff to this game, like some random secrets. Okay, thank you very much. Night Lady is dead. Very good. Give me a second. I'm sorry for this. Hey, hello. This is Cruelty Squad, a very good, pure good game. No downsides, only upsides. Yes, it's... I am ethereal, like I used to be. I decided to spread my way of tormenting people with a camera. Unfortunately, we can't talk to this target because he himself holds a weapon, and that's really unfortunate. Like, talking to your victims is one of the coolest things in Cruelty Squad. Spray painted helipad. Can't get much better than this. I'm gonna have to exit that way because we want to get a fishing rod, which is a very important tool in our arsenal. The fishing rod will allow us to make the best money in this game. But for that we have to swim. To swim a little bit to this nice little shack. Isn't this nice? The tranquility, the chill out. It's just pure pool energy. Like he picked the perfect tint for the water. Here it is. The fishing rod. Stuck to the gentleman that is giving it to us. What is that? You want to get into fishing? Do you seriously have what it takes to just do whatever it's trendy? Blech. When I started fishing, everyone made fun of me. Now they have the audacity to ask me for tips. Fuck them. Well, you actually swam all the way here, so maybe you're different. I am different. Feel free to grab my old rod. I just ordered a new one from Fish and Fun. Should be a pretty decent upgrade. So this guy is just giving it to us. What a golden heart. And we can start fishing right away. Okay, Tex. Brutalism is an architectural style that emerged probably... Many people say that Le Corbusier began in the late period of his creative life. He started creating a he started creating like something way different. He started as a modernist, one of many, and he created some modernist darlings. But in the end of his life, he decided to change his forms. He started using concrete as a sculpting material instead of just a constructive one. And some really weird things emerged from it. Later, that style would be adapted by the Soviet Russia, because in the beginning the Soviets were champions of progress in the 20s, 30s, even 40s. They were very, very progressive in the cultural in culture, when it came to art, when it came to like all of that stuff. And thanks to that, they started adapting brutalism. So they spread it all across the Mediterranean, Kazakhstan, Georgia, like a lot of different places. And yeah, it's one of my favorite styles. I know it's dated and you shouldn't build like that anymore, because you shouldn't build things that looks like post-apo. Like, no one wants to live in a post-apocalyptic commie block. Can I actually emerge from the water? Am I locked here? I can't jump. Oh, okay. I can swim upwards. But it's one of my favorite styles. I wish I could talk more about it, but this game is really overwhelming for the head. Nope, no legs. So many people would like to think that brutalism is pure Russia or Soviet building concrete, but it's actually started in France and the United States a little bit. Some apartment buildings some apartment buildings in Britain adapted the brutalist style, so it's a cool and deep subject, and it's not as simple as many people would think. But yeah, using concrete as a sculpting tool. If I wanna reach a little bit, you can say that brutalism was a start to the philosophy of building as a sculpture. Right now, like not right now, like 10 years ago or 30 years ago, like when all those celebrity architects came and like started, like Frank Gehry, Zaha Hadid. I went into a tangent about architecture. Thank you, Tex. When all of those celebrity architects started doing their flashy and expensive buildings, like, you can attribute their success a little bit to that like change in philosophy that came in brutalism. Let's keep on the subject. Isn't this voice soothing? Let's read what he told us. Mark, the chief of the Cult of Order PD, has long been useful in enforcing our will on the general populace, but has recently started to get sloppy and uncontrollable. His messages, when he actually manages to respond, are completely incoherent and increasingly violent. We've believed this rapid change in character has been caused by the experimental steroids supplied to him by the leader of the narcotics units, Magnus. Kill both of them, and the Cult of Order can begin its healing process. If you think about it, it's a cool idea, Tex. Like, instead of the police installing a cult of PD, cult of police department, as a substitute that emerged after the knifening in the Knife Fight City happened. It's a cool thing. I never thought about that, but maybe a smart idea. We'll use the fishing rod later, because we unlock the fiberglass fishing rod. It's a great way to make money, but not yet. Let's beat some levels, then we'll start grinding for cash. Lol. That's insane. Knife Fight City wiki. Be careful not to... I don't know. Like, Naifa City would be a great thing as a... how do you say this? Like a open source things, like a Creative Commons. Like, it would be great if it was impossible to some random asshole to like hijack it. Yes, I know that. Like, I know that my man cannot own a meme, but I want to know if there is a way to like protect it from some asshole that would like to own it, to think that he owns it, and like start suing people. $700. Still not enough for the gang boosters. Maybe I should grind some cash to unlock the cool things. I'll take the fishing rod then. Welcome to the cult of PD. Protecting on podcast. How does that work? Like, if it's on your podcast, does it like immortalizes that it happened here first? You cannot fucking sue anyone because it was a concept before you. Don't cite the scripture back at me. I was there when it was written. This is a very thief-inspired level. Can I go? Oh, crouch jumping works in this game. There is a crouch jumping mechanic, everyone. This guy has a flashlight. It will be useful to us, but I can't take it now. We go to the sewers.
Well, hello there, Polish.
Oh my god!
So I wanted to talk to you about brutalism.
Yeah.
I understand this game is a lot on the brain. It's a lot of scramble on the brain.
It is a scrambulator.
Well, I think it's kind of funny that especially in Western civilization, we somewhat dismiss brutalism as a communist epoch to clumsy sculpture, when in reality it was an embrasure of medium of structural foundation as a sculptural medium, as you say.
Take concrete, use it for everything. Fuck heat insulation.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where you can go, that's weird, but then you look back in time, and it is no different than castles, in a sense, where that is just a big pile of thick walls, and over time people go, wow, that's majestic. And I think brutalism will be seen in much the same way if it's preserved, even in part.
Yeah, but like when you go to... Like when you look at the academia, when I talk with my professors about brutalism, like especially if they are like young and currently work it, most of them hate it, because like mostly because students love it and like would like to make something in it, and most often they're like they're very shit at it. To like a best comparison would be like when you go to an art school and you want to like paint, but you grew up on anime and you want to draw anime, like it's going to be cringe, and the professor is gonna hate your anime drawings, and brutalism is like anime for architecture students.
Oh, you know,
it's the greatest analogy I ever thought of.
You know, I just got an email. I just got an email from this group that is like, Tex, we want you to make BPL merch. And I'm like, I wrote one question. Is this made in America?
Yeah.
Like, am I exporting jobs? And am I taking advantage of people? So I just said, is this made in America? And they was like, free trade, this, that, and the other. And I was like, where is this garment made? I just asked that question. And they were like, we're not comfortable divulging that. And I said, then I'm not comfortable putting my fucking face on it. And they said I was unprofessional.
Very unprofessional.
I think I've made a career of being unprofessional, Polish. So why would I stop now?
Yeah, I agree. Like also like you came perfectly because we can have a conversation while I fish. It's a fishing.
Of course,
It's a fishing
that is
podcast
appropriate.
now. It's a
That is
fishing.
appropriate. Yes, yes. We're gonna talk brutalism and fishing. Yeah.
I never fished in my life actually. Have you fished some?
You should
Did
do
you-
it.
should do-
I am allergic to fish, and I fished all the time. Even allergic, I fished all the time. There's a very zen to it. Yes,
So you're like
it's wonderful.
like a catch and release guy.
Typically, unless I had a friend who, had designs on the fish, then he could certainly have them. But I had no want to keep them as trophies. No.
Are there those talking fish on the wall made from real fish? Like that
No,
bus-
that would be horrifying. Yeah, no, that would be talking like singing taxidermy would be great, but also horrifying.
like animated
Have you
taxidermy.
seen
That's an unexplored
have you
business. I'm sorry.
animated taxidermy? Yeah, taxidermy plus, as they call it. It's like, oh, you want the light rig and you want the Arduino to control so your cat can sing, blue suede shoes. Yeah, it's an extra $1,800, but no. What I was thinking is, well, have you ever seen the thing where they have the Billy Bath, bass that's sitting there on the side of the wall, and did you see it with a battery?
Like he can slow down, like when he's running.
Yeah. The battery's running out. So when the motor turns, he's like, "Come on, take me to," and then I'm like, "That's what I want on the wall."
You can put it in Cruelty Squad. The Blue Gentleman has added me probably because his name is highlighted, like he's highlighted. Arguably being sure about the details of what you do and how it affects the world and business or doing it would be most professional thing to do. They sound like they were just calling names because they did not get what they want. Yeah, that's probably the closest thing.
I had a nightmare. Are you familiar with the American restaurant or nightmare fuel known as Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, I know. I learned that this, but we never got the equivalent.
Oh no, yeah. So I was thinking, like, what if there was a Polish equivalent of Chuck E. Cheese? Where instead of having an animatronic bear, they just like bring a bear in and they're like, feed it pizza or we all die.
In the times of this, like the Soviet Union and the Warsaw Pact, we had a lot of like animal mascots because we had that cool thing when.
Oh yeah, Woodchuck the bear.
Yeah, like Wojciech the bear is a World War II symbol, but I mean, like, when the Warsaw Pact was working, we had like some international contracts, and like one country would do that cartoon, since we didn't have many budgets, but we had a lot of countries, like every country would make their own cartoon, and we had a bunch. The Czech Republic had a bunch, and Russia had a bunch of cartoons, and I think like if we had a communist Chuck E. Cheese, it would probably like have some of those like weird and cursed cartoons, because they are very weird. They're very weird.
Okay. I have a challenge for you, Polish. I have an artistic challenge for you that is very, very cursed. And I posit this challenge as the train rolls by in the background and ruins it. But here's my challenge to you. I want you to watch 10 or 20 Chuck E. Cheese commercials, American Chuck E. Cheese commercials. I want you to watch 10 or 20 of them. And then I want you to sit in the dark, perhaps open the window and let in the air of your native land, and I want you to draw the 1970s communist version of it. That is your art project. that is the idea.
WBPL 76 is following. Is that Diggs?
Yeah.
Diggs are just farting into the microphone.
Parallax said, it's commissar cheese.
The government cheese that shoots back.
You have one choice of pizza.
There is only one. Pizza.
Take her to leave it.
Yeah. I have to check if there was like a communist pizza during the
There had to have been. There had to have been. Every culture has a pizza or a pizza substitute or flatbread or something. There had to have been.
Like, because every time like there was a pizza day in my school, and like that recipe was so like it looked like it was made for years. Like our like pizza day pizza at school is just like that giant square pizza when they just
Yeah,
like,
we had that. Yeah. We had that here. Oh, it's horrible.
It's
Yes,
a toilet with a ladder in it.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta take elevated shits, bro.
Jesus.
It's really a shame that your communist pizza isn't literally black bread or something.
That must be so sad.
No, dude, black bread and then on it butterbread and then on that like just meats.
Meats. Like, oh my god, like I never thought about it. Like, is there a keto pizza? Or are you unfortunately just barred from pizza forever?
There kind of is asterisk, but let me just say this: keto is to pizza as alcohol is to the guns industry. They don't exactly go together. You just got to be careful.
It's very sad. Oh look, like this is a double action revolver. Double action revolver in the game.
Yeah, this is it. It looks terrible.
Not many games have them. Are double action revolvers just horrible in real life as well, or are they just horrible in video games?
They're horrible in video games. In real life, it is training, because a single action trigger pull in a revolver is going to be about 4.5 to 6.5 pounds of pressure to release the action. Double action is going to be about 12 to 16 pounds of pressure. And so if you have a bad double action revolver, like one that's not been smoothed or built well and deburred, you'll find that that action, that long, slow pull against a heavy spring, is very, very gritty and hard to pull. So it doesn't feel smooth, and it results in you jerking because you're using the, like, go ahead and just hold your finger out like you're holding a gun, like point a finger like you're holding a gun, and put your other hand over your forearm, and as you pull the trigger, you'll feel the muscles move in your arm. So if you squeeze harder on your forearm, you'll notice those muscles move, and you can feel that if you had to pull harder on that, like 12 pounds versus 6 pounds, you realize how much force is being used to move that forearm, right?
Whoa.
Because of that muscle there.
Yeah.
So if you squeeze heavier with a heavier trigger pull, imagine that changing your point of aim by just that much. And so that's why people go, oh, they're harder to shoot, it's more inaccurate. It's moving more muscle. But with practice, that's easy. It's just different training. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay, but it also, you can have like a titanite trigger finger if you like train those muscles. I don't know if that's good for like pressing hard, because probably more recent guns are not as
they're not.
hard to pull.
No. Especially stuff like the PPQ and the PPS and the HKVP9. The new stage of polymer striker-fired pistols are 4-pound triggers flat, and they don't feel like anything. And that's nice if you're like a cop. It's not good if you like triggers. So it starts to feel like a video game. It just doesn't feel real anymore. There's no tactile feedback, is what I'm saying. You can't feel the weight and move. It's like the difference between driving a car that has a mechanical fuel linkage and driving a car that has, like in a modern electronic fuel linkage. You can't feel that feedback through it. So it's different. I have a preference for the older ways. But with modern guns, it is a lot rarer. It is certainly a lot rarer to have those sorts of concerns and problems, and the older guns do require more training, but they're no less accurate or valuable. And being able to shoot like a sir, like a true sir, being able to shoot like a sir means taking any gun that's put in front of you and using it well, and having fine taste as you do so.
I have to find a range in my city. because I never shot a gun before. I'm a gun virgin.
Well,
I'm a no guns.
Yeah, but Eurobeat Bandit in the BPL is a gun-toting Polish dude, and he'll hook you up. All you gotta do is be like, "Hey, I, fellow Pole, wish to Polish things," and he'll say "kurwa" and you say "kurwa," and it's all handled.
Yeah, that's one thing of going about it. I like when it comes to Polish people and Polish people. I had this thought.
Yeah.
When I was going back from work, let me just eliminate this funny guy before I look at him. He's a bouncing castle. This is what steroids do to you.
Wow.
You become a bouncing castle.
That's amazing. You need to shoot him with an HKG-11. Like, yeah, a lot.
Yeah, I had this thought that like it's a very I'm 13 and this is deep, but I don't feel bad about it. Like because some guy was skateboarding in a underpass under the roundabout, and I like he wanted to do I think it was an impossible, not a kickflip. And like because he tried and he couldn't, like I said to him like a bit more and you can do it. And like then I realized that when you talk to like people on the street, like the default feeling that other people and you get when someone talks to you on the street, like this is an insane person approaching you, because it's like so uncommon to talk to random people.
Have you?
It's a weird.
Well, did you ever have the Preston Garvey moment where you met somebody who was literally an NPC?
No.
Like from Fallout 4, where the guy's like, "Hey, another settlement needs your protection. Hey, another settlement needs your Hey, another." I met someone who was like that. I was like, "This guy's an NPC. Holy shit, the simulation's breaking." I had to leave that room.
What was his NPC action that?
He was trying to repeat the same instructions for something, and he was trying to talk to someone who wasn't there or was like in the crowd but not paying attention. And it was like, "Hey, if you need to go over here, you just go do this." And he was trying to say that, and no one was listening. He was just talking, and I was like, "Man, this guy's having a breakdown. I need to leave."
It's like those people who are like have corporate interests, and like you say something like, my accommodation was horrible, and like you put poison in the water, and like our company would never put poison in the water. We are perfectly, and he like keeps repeating, like, is it like something like that? Like the person repeating
like,
the instructions, or like some.
Well, it's kind of like every HR thing you go through, right? Human resources.
Or every store.
Yeah. Yeah. For every store, they do the human HR thing where they're like, "Hey, this is what ethics means." And basically what they mean is what ethics means is don't steal our pens, don't use our phones for fun, and don't have fun at work. Don't think about leaving work and don't form a union. That's what ethics means. And so you're like, I call it corporate gaslighting, where you're somewhat gaslit into believing this is what ethics means. Without an understanding of what ethics means. I don't believe in being drip-fed that by somebody who employs me. I think that's ridiculous. But in America, I mean, I remember one of the first jobs I had that was absolutely fucking hilarious was I had a job where they played me a 3-minute video on the dangers of unions about how it would prevent me from being friends with my boss. Like,
nice.
Your boss won't be the same. Like, it was like, you'll be lonely at work. Like, it was stuff like fear. And so I was just going like, good God. So yeah, when you talk about dystopian horrors, sir, I live in one.
Yeah, I remember I worked in a store called Empik. And it's like an Amazon of Poland. It's like it started as a bookstore, and now it has a huge online presence, but it still has a brick and mortar stores. And it was you had to go through those like trainings in the beginning, where you have every single client, you have to recommend them a thing that it's next to a cash register, like, oh, buy this item next to the cash. Every single one. And you have the percentage, and you have the targets. And if you don't, you can think, oh, I met the target, I'm a good worker because I met my target. And then it's revealed that it doesn't matter if you meet the sale targets. The whole store altogether must meet it, or else
exactly
no one's got the bonus. And the other thing
Hey,
is
you
like,
know,
yeah,
well, it's you know, my grandma taught me something. My grandma lived through the Great Depression and the Dust Bowl in America.
mm,
And you know what she told me?
mm.
She said, honey, if you work your fingers to the bone, you will get bony fingers.
That's a great fucking advice.
Yeah, I was like, God damn, this lady's smart.
Fuck yeah. That is insane. And that no, that thing about like targets and the people NPCs repeating the same thing, like they will tell you that it's not random. It's not random that some person will buy the next cash register thing or not. It's like you have to convince them. You have to use the techniques and stuff. And like no, it's absolutely random. Most people don't want to fucking hear any of it. But like let me finish the story, because I got once I got pulled to the side, like to the boss chamber, and like she was like, you're
the
not
boss chamber.
Yes. You're like it was like one. It was like
chamber.
it was like a 4 square feet room, like which had a laptop, a safe, and like a small. It was a broom closet that was
The
turned into
boss. No. We have the same thing in America. You have described every American small business, Walmart, McDonald's, whatever. They call it the boss. That's amazing because it's always a converted broom closet that someone has jammed a desk in there that doesn't fit, and they have a 20-year-old computer and they act like they're a business owner. Yes. Continue.
And she took me to that 4 square feet broom closet and started like it's easy. You're not meeting the target. You're getting us down, and it's Christmas, and you all want that bonus. And like you're not using the techniques. And I say that like it's random. It's random. Like so I say everyone I try a different approach, but no, it's random. And she says, no, it's not random. You just have to use the technique that you learned. If I kept repeating that, if I kept trying to convince her, she would just keep repeating. No, it's not random. It's just you learn those techniques at our like courses. It's insane. Yeah, it's that exact NPC moment like that you mentioned like a while ago. It's just crazy.
It's so jarring. No, I'm 1,000% with you. I love the idea that you're the boss chamber. I love that.
The boss.
Welcome to boss chamber.
Okay, it's at that moment I'm getting the gang boosters. We can now fart with feet on command.
You need to fart with feet as we discuss the corporate dystopian hellscape we all live in. So here's the next question: Is in Poland, what is the preferred pizza topping? Because I think people need to know that about you. You're streaming. People are seeing you and hearing your voice. They've heard you talk about brutalism. You need to bring them back down to that human level, so people know when they tune in what they're looking for. Tell us about Polish pizza.
We have to get back to the ground level, to the great equalizer, pizza.
Yes, exactly. You talked about the pie in the sky stuff. We got to take them down to ground level.
Yeah, it's. I wouldn't say it's a favorite topic, but it's the default. It's like we have the one default topping. Like if you can't agree, if you're discussing for half an hour which topping to get, there is one equalizer that like they won't be happy about it, but everyone will take it. It's cheese, ham, and mushroom. It's the default. The default.
So that is the Polish.
Like every Polish, like if they can't decide, like that's the default that everyone will agree on. Like even if they will not be stoked about it, they will know that they will enjoy it.
So the default Polish pizza is mushroom, ham, and cheese.
Yes.
All right, no, I get it. Okay, that's interesting.
And every pizza, I chose the wrong site. Every pizza delivery service will make this. Like there's no pizza house that will not have this.
So what is the pizza delivery car of choice in Poland?
Pizza delivery car, like most people are. My friend who delivered pizza for 4 years, he stopped and he became a coder, so that's quite an upgrade.
I would say so.
He was driving a Is it a Volkswagen Passat? Is it
Oh yeah,
is this a
Yeah.
Volkswagen?
yeah. That's
Passat,
hey.
yeah, Passat.
Someone says that.
Mhm.
Someone said the default pizza in Denmark is fish, corn, and mussels.
I would eat that. But I think he's lying. I think he's fucking lying, but I would eat that.
I would say that's probably a lie because that sounds really expensive.
Thank you for
but
following.
the
Yeah.
indeed. The other thing is that if you ever want to know what all the Volkswagen cars are named after and you can't pronounce them, they're all named after fucking trade winds. So
Trade
Passat,
winds?
Jetta, yeah, all the trade winds that carried shipping during the Dutch golden era. It's their nod to we were once an empire.
We was empire once. Back
Fucking weirdos.
back when Hansa meant anything.
Once upon a time. At any rate, I'm gonna duck out, but I just wanted to say hi and say that I enjoy that you're playing Cruelty Squad, and I look very much forward to all the other mad shit you're gonna bring
People
on.
need to remember this game. I will not let them forget. Thank you for joining me.
Well, you know what you need to take them through next once you've... Well, yeah, because you're absolutely right. There are a lot of people who will play a flavor of the month. You gotta show people why a game is great by showing them every nook and cranny. It's why I love to still play shit like Arcanum and a lot of old classics, because it's a joy to keep looking at it. It's just a constant joy. And I'm with you on that. Unique games are wonderful, and they do deserve as much attention as the AAA stuff. Now, here's the other dumb idea, and I just wanted to point this out.
Yes.
I would very much welcome if you tried to show people your beautiful attempt at a speedrun at Postal.
Oh, that is coming for sure. But I tried to record one, but if it's just the thing was that OBS just killed me.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The only I don't know about streaming. Maybe streaming performance would be better. But if I wanted to record one, Shadowplay would be the only choice. But the file sizes on Shadowplay are so fucking huge.
I know. We'll work with our team and figure something out. There's got to be a fucking workaround. Man.
Yeah,
There's got to be a fucking
I
workaround.
talked with Mike about it, and there are some things that I need to try out, but I just got really discouraged when I saw my laptop, which is not that bad, get obliterated by Postal 2.
Oh, dude, Postal 2 just does that. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
Another thing is that on the 420, the Postal 4 comes out, and I purchased it because there was a price cut, and I'm curious if that game will be good. I didn't play it yet, but Postal 4 is close. It has been on
Excellent.
the early access for some time now.
All right, bud. You got this. Go kill people. Make Daddy proud. Glory to the Legion.
Okie dokie. And there he goes. And we are in a mall. Happiness, punishment, power, strength, purity, virtue. Those are the core philosophies of this beautiful world. We missed. That's a big cop. Yes. Postal speedrun will happen. And yes, Stuka, that cop is huge. Not only is he huge, he's impervious to most damage. The only way of killing him would be using a rocket launcher or armor piercing rounds. Ooh. Now we are cooking with gasoline, Hattenberg. I'm curious if all of the... Hear that? That's the mech moving. I'm curious if all of the world politics and world happenings made ammo even more expensive. I have no idea what are the ammo prices in Poland, but they are probably not very good. This guy is coming to get me. Look at him go. Probably avoid him. Trying to run. I'm gonna take a secret. forgot how to throw a grenade. Practice for bad times. Sure would be one. Let's see. Last weapon. Tertiary weapon. Free throw weapon. Suicide. Stock market. How would I throw a grenade? Yes. Ah! Now I'm gonna get poisoned by a bunch of rats. I'm sorry I didn't describe this level, but we are busy with more important things, socializing, and I am poisoned by a bitch-ass rat. I hate them. I hate them with a passion, and I'm gonna die because of them. So we may experience this level more carefully. Let's go back and read the C-Trip. Let's get to know why we're even here. Governor Bill Gurney is going to be hosting a campaign rally in the Kansas City Mega Mall. He has made a name for himself, taking a strong stand against multinational corporations and monopolies. It should be obvious even to a meathead like you that this isn't very good for us. Thankfully, our interests align with those of the Shadow President, and we have been given free hands to do with Bill as we wish. Expect heavy security and keep in mind that the Mega Mall is ancient and has many forgotten passages. Hello, Pistol. Welcome back to the past. A cult compound in Poland would be a great idea. Just buy some old church ground, because the church has a lot of real estate. They're probably happy to sell some real estate for a Polish BPL cult compound. Yes, we are in Weird Wacky. Look at this. This is ancient art. I'm sorry, but I don't know many English architectural words. This is the ion column. In Polish it's jońska, so I don't know. Yeah, I know it's Greek. But damn, this is a nice view, and I never noticed this. This looks very nice. No, it started as a Greek thing. The Romans adapted it. They were like a thieves of culture, and like they were just taking the conquered art and turned it and evolved it into their own. So it started out as a Greek, or at least that's the oldest reference we have. Let's see. I'll translate the Polish name to a Greek name. Jońska kolumna. English. I have a very nice book with a big dictionary, but I will not take it out right now. Ionic. Yeah, it's an ionic column. You can see it by those snails here. Those swirly snails on the sides. It's a very thick ionic column. If the proportions wouldn't have been right, it would have had like way bigger swirlies compared to the width of it. But it's a great fucking view. Like, I like it. Ionic, yeah. Maybe ironic. Bruh. Let's see what this nice lady has to tell us. Look at her. At a meat lovers at a pizza house. I think the meatoids they put on them have become worst quality recently. The meatoids are going down. So apparently the flesh rat just escaped from some biotech lab. Great job. Shit. Oh, hey babe. It's a beautiful babe. Let's talk some more babes. Like this one. Punishment, huh? What's that? very curious. Oh! Ah! So these are gang boosters. This bookstore should have a rocket launcher. Because yes, this is a bookstore. And it has a rocket launcher. Pretty much. Ah! Oh my, 2 of them? Fuck off! I have 5 rounds. I don't... Like, this is not enough AP power. I'm gonna throw a grenade. I managed to beat them, I think. Both of them? We can't know. Let's pick them their depleted uranium ammo. Fuck off. Thank you very much. We'll be way slower, but... And we'll also use the opportunity to go to the happiness store. Aren't you happy? We're at the happiness store. Smile, babe. Smile for the camera. Let's go. Don't worry about it. Or let's do it like in the pendulum song. Don't mind the camera. Let them see your blackout, baby. Smiling very hard. We're at the flower store. Look at the flowers. They look so nice in their natural habitat. Disposed. Liquidated. And here we have a bio vest. Body armor. Okay, now we can go for the politician. We don't have much HP. There's a pizza store, actually. I can go there and... I should just go, probably. Get used to the bio gunk boosters. You can go to this Chanko Pop store. Look at the Chanko Pops. Okay, we had to crowd jump. This game has tech. Oh my god, no! This is a nightmare. This is a crawling nightmare. Yeah, we have both very heavy weapons, so our speed is somewhat hampered. Not the fastest right now. It's not my final form. Bang! Hello, lady. I wanted to talk to you, but I pressed the wrong button. Sad. Kick you. Super Kika! What's happening? Oh, they have some food. The metoids. I can feel their power. Wait, I can't go through there. That's where the fucking rats are. I can try to rocket launcher the guy. Yes! Did you see that fucking skill shot? Now I have to get out of here somehow. Oh, like maybe here. I'm gonna throw this rocket launcher away to gain some speed, because this would be miserable. Let's go back a little bit faster. Yeah, like this game has nice mechanics. All of the it has some quirky ones, yeah, but it would be like, I think the reskin is a plus. I like the way this game looks and it behaves. All the dialogues are written perfectly and it just fits. It may be like a wow, is he on drugs while making this? But no, I just genuinely enjoy it unironically. I think it's just a great game and he did a really great job. Okay, right now it will be us. It seems that we're in trouble! I have done it, you freak shit! You fucked up! You're being tracked by the grid. The eye in the sky is watching. We're coming for you. Prepare to die. Something is wrong. Have we been targeted? First you may think, oh my god, we killed a governor. That may be the trouble, but we just have to figure it out. Gang boosters. I have 6 grand. The life sensor is a little bit more expensive. I think we'll stay with this setup. Take the big fucking depleted uranium gun. Let's read its description because they're always great. Oh. You have to quit out because I chose the wrong weapons. This level doesn't even have a paddle. See, AMG-4. Traditionally a weapon of the highly augmented military grunt. It has recently seen increasing use in corporate setting. Extremely high rate of fire and good armor penetration thanks to the depleted uranium rounds it usually comes with. So that's a little bit of overkill, but it's good, it's pretty good. And the shotgun. Let's go. Let's flip and go. Nice kitchen. He had a automatic full auto shotgun. This guy that is in front of our door is an actual Cruelty squad operative, so he's on equal level with us. Like it's not easy to take that kind of firepower down. Yeah. You have to kill our landlord just because, and I got killed by the full auto shotgun. It's not the easiest start, but it's possible, don't worry. You just have to get enough headshots. Oh, and I wasted a grenade. Too bad. Let's go to the bedroom. We moved up in the world, like we lived in a worse apartment. Now we have it a little bit better. Can't deal with this right now. Just have to run to the landlord. They're coming for us. He's very, very tough. I'm thinking what would be the best approach. We won't be able, at our current power level, we won't be able to have a nice conversation with our landlord. We just have to kill him, because that's just our first instinct. Like, the police gets called, we should just get the landlord. Like, isn't your first instinct as well? Just When you're in danger, just kill the landlord. So fast! I killed him with 3 HP remaining. But I get a full auto shotgun in exchange. Hello, landlord. You're late on your rent again. I called the cops, so they are here to evict you, I guess. The speed and precision they operate with is incredible. Get out of here, loser. Can't you see this is an exclusive party? You're killing the vibe. Now you have to escape the apartment complex. It's a tough thing to clean up. I'm not lying. Okay. Now we have to survive somehow. There's a lot of police people here, and they are also going for the door. There's a nice Easter egg to this level. Oh? It's not coming through. OBS is saying that it's coming through, but let me check on the stream. Yes, there is a pizza. Oh, I can just check on the stream. No, the audio, it shows me that the audio is still on the stream. I don't know what may be. Do you still not have audio, Mr. WBPL person? Yeah, you are correct to see the pizza on the table. Empty Fag loves pizza. Now we exit through the front door. Look at all the destruction, all the pellets. That's what he's shooting us with. You're not going here. That thing has a lot of flesh rots in it. They will poison us, and we are not going to enjoy it. We're just gonna go through the main door. Oh, we want to check the house that the police people were in. It's a very funny thing. Hello. You had a very big rifle on your table. The super AI emerges from an extremely pornographic ultra-hyper suck and fuck. Is this a Sneed reference? And you can see that this freakazoid from an apartment below us actually has a kidnapped girl with a piece of pizza inside. So, the official community theory is that we're called in by accident. They just messed up, and the actual target is the guy below. Okay, we want to get the military mech. We are getting assaulted by the police. We're using a halo rifle to dispose of the police. And the mech is dead. There is a second one, unfortunately. Stop! No! Okay, we have to leave. There will be a lot of scary sounds, but don't worry, I have it all covered. Don't worry, this is all normal. enough. I don't need any more. Unless you want to go to the... That's a guy. Ah! It's a very manly scream, don't worry. I'm very masculine right now. And due to your wasting of company resources by hogging the genetic recombinator, you have been selected to participate in an experimental biological enhancement program. All your debt is cleared, and from now on, your body will regenerate by itself. Can't say I envy you though. Power in misery, traversing the grid of death. What can I say except that's a very bad fate. Do not become this meat puppet. Not a good idea. That guy is annoying. Yeah, the game is tough, especially in the beginning. This is a fellow Cruelty Squad operative, so it can't be easy. It will be bad for our reputation. But we'll think of something. I'm gonna think about a different weapon. Maybe we should just go to the previous level and acquire a rocket launcher. We're gonna select the punishment option. You see, as I was saying at the beginning of the stream, there is a divine light. And once we lose it, it can be restored in many ways, but the most casual, easy way is to, yeah, throw through grenades. That's one way. But I will just pick a rocket launcher. We can beat a level on punishment, which is way harder. And we can reclaim our divine blessing, let's say. Divine light. No, not this one. I will not beat this level on. I will not beat this level on punishment. Sorry. We'll beat Paradise on punishment. Just a quick little speed run. Afternoon, Mr. The Square. Okay, first we get the car, we speed to the first apartment. I hope you like the soothing sound of the car engine. We go quickly. This is punishment, so we'll take more damage, we'll be more vulnerable, and they probably will be more enemies. First one down. Let's go. Ouch. Okay, we have to go through the boring way. They hurt me and they killed me. I am dead though, unfortunately, but I don't give up easily. This game is fast, this game requires you to die a lot. Just don't give up. Never don't give up. Remember that very recent and trendy meme phrase. passage from my Polish Drone Strike book of knowledge. Never, don't give up, bro. Accept the smart, reject the dumb. No shooting, only dying. Are you a threat? Not really. You're like a child. Hello, corporate security person. Bye. Ouch. I will have to go to the pizza palace. Yes, I'm alive, I'm alive! Rejected, embrace life! Oh yes. Nothing like some caseless murder. Where is the killer? We're the only threat in this house? I think so. Eat the pizza. Consume pizza! All of it. Yeah, I use the brain shortcut. I don't know. I think Pizza Palace is an actual thing, and this is the pizza house. Okay, one last target, and we're done with this. Retrieve our divine blessing. He's up there, okay. Let's see, can I reach him from this platform? I can. Assassination complete. Let's get out of here. Prepare for the loud car ride. Motherfucker, not like this! Never, don't give up. I will not lose to the likes of them. Let's change the order. I'm gonna go to the last house first, and then to the rest of them. Those Chanko Pop eating degenerates. They're not really eating them. In my mind, they are eating the Chanko Pops. Hey gun people, G11 knowers, can you explain to me why the G11 didn't replace every other rifle on the market? Why didn't it succeed? Why didn't the German space magic win in the gun battles? I just threw the gun instead of a grenade. Going in. Fuck you, corporate security. see a threat on the street, just run it over. Don't let it get close to you. They're trying to use you. They don't really like you for who you are. Just like corporate security, they just want your money. Artillery? In what way? What artillery do you mean? Big guns. I'm leaving. We are escaping. We're gonna acquire the divine light. Aww. That's really sad. That's why the G11 didn't work. Probably that's why most super technologically advanced things are not very popular. Because yeah, you have to be a special. See? We have the divine blessing. The divine light has blessed our existence. We now will go to the first level. And get the things that we need. So the G11 story is basically that when you try your best but you don't succeed. One! No! No flipping way! Okay, I'm sorry for wasting your guys' time. Let's just go back to the normal progress. I'm just gonna listen to Pistol's advice and I'm just gonna throw 2 grenades and that will probably work. I'm so sad that it didn't work out. We just lost it straight away. But that is the life at the Cruelty thing. Just throw 2 grenades. Let's flippin' go. Flipendo, one may say. Flipendo! I wasted a grenade already. We're getting there, don't worry about it. Is like, so now it's just the G11 is just a museum piece, or I like some crazy corporate security, private military dultros using it. Please don't kill me. I'm just gonna run away! Yes! Fuck you. Gonna go the easy way out. Ah! I hate the flashlights. Okay, fuck them. I'm poisoned already. I may just go. That's where it'll go. No! Oh my fucking god, what a nightmare. Don't poison me again. Just give me this. horizon again. Time to eat pizza. Eating heals me instantly. Look how fucking small they are. Yeah, but like they're in a showroom, but there are probably some like cool guys from the military who just illegally sold them to some corporations. The G11s that I'm saying. You bitch! Did it. Ah. That's the worst outcome, like you think, oh my god, this... The punishment received. Oh nice, this is the punishment level. Good. Like that's probably how all the like German space magic. Oh yeah, pistol. Like this level has so many winding roads. Like I can show you the. We'll go at it again. I'll show you the door dimension. You just have to run really fast. Just... Whoa! What the fuck? What? I don't know, like... I think... like 30 minutes more. At tops. I think I will go to like 30 minutes more. If there is a slot after me, like, let me know. If I have to just... We're going to the door dimension, boys. Welcome to the door dimension. This is another exit. Like, there are a lot of exits out of this map. But I didn't kill the landlord, so it's useless. Couple billion. It's not that big. We're going on a cruise, boys! Hey, sorry about the last one. Someone fat-fingered the social security number of the target, and it ended up being you by accident. Just what are the chances? Well, anyway, a group of seasteaders have recently acquired vast fortunes through biocurrency speculation. It wasn't, however, enough to attain their dream of building an artificial floating island on the open seas, so they have had to settle for a compromise, and have purchased their own cruise ship, the Titanium Princess. It is now a den of pathetic losers living out of their depraved fantasies. You wouldn't usually care about this sort of thing, but a certain governmental agency has offered us a deal that would secure the funding of the risk management department for years to come. They want those guys to be made an example of what happens when you play sovereign. So go full hog, I guess, haha. So we're going on a cruise ship. So of course I'm going to take the fishing rod. We're on a cruise. throw a grenade by accident. Cringe. This is now a fishing stream. Again. Look at this. This is a dolphin, bros, totally. Believe it. Believe it. Plenty more fish in the sea. A bubblefish. Bubblefish. The font is great. Can I hear? Oh, thank you very much. This is a night freak. 200 bucks. Nice catch. But this is nothing. You see the later fish. We're gonna scream from happiness like, wow, that much money for a fish? Impossible. That's what I said. But then I was enlightened. There are fishes worth millions, but you have to have a impossible reaction time to achieve this. This level is the closest, I think, to a Hitman level when it comes to... Why did I do that again? This one is the closest to the Hitman level when it comes to complexity. Because it's huge. It's like a disco. Just beautiful. This is an immersive sim, that's why you can fish. And the best thing is that this game has secret levels. I said that before, but I'm just repeating it. Hello. Got a sniper rifle. This guy was ready to be assassinated. I just finished the plan. Fish. Let's see. Who else do I have to smoke? They're both there. Without the appendix, I don't have as many options, unfortunately. No, it's... you have to blow it up. I have to go the hard way. Or I will show you a different route entirely. Will I show you the route? Please! Please, let me! Thank you. This ship is special. It has a special hole. One from your nightmares. When I discovered this, I felt very funny because this is exactly parkour, yes. This is exactly how I envisioned those small grates on the bottom of a pool. It's just nightmare reality. You go, you see the grate and you think like, oh my god, you can't see how deep does it go. This game shows you how deep does the grate on the bottom of a pool go. Straight to the ocean. It's an ocean jacuzzi. Here we are. In a beautiful inner jacuzzi. Because I was switching directions. In a shit ton of corporate securities here as well. We're getting close. Oh my god, that guy has an auto shotgun. Oh, fuck you, fuck off! No! Okay, I'm gonna go the hard way. Any of you here watched Paperboy 3 the hard way? I greatly recommend it. It's like a super old short film. No, it's a trailer for a film, but I don't think it's ever been made. Look at this. That's how you kill a target. And this is a secret level. Mario 64 jump, let's go. And we are... Huh. It goes well. We are now in another Hitman location. A beautiful resort. Let's check if the flamethrower like still doesn't work, because here is a secret flamethrower and it never worked. Like it's just is the shittiest weapon. And in this description it's like written that it was created against the flesh rats, but it does no damage to flesh rats, and I just don't want to believe that this is the intended feature. But it would be funny if it was, but it's just horrible. That's a very realistic flamethrower. Can I eat them for scrumptious food? No, I didn't want to do that. Oh, I can eat it. Yes, it works. I can fry it for additional HP, but I don't need it right now. Unfortunately, they can still shoot you when they're on fire. It's a very cursed weapon. It's not very effective, unfortunately. Here we go. Let's read the description of the snowy level. Okay, this is kind of a weird one. I've actually got 2 jobs for you, rather than just one. First and most importantly, some execs of our biggest competing firms have gathered at this opulent Gstad ski resort to make some kind of business deal. Since they've decided to lock us out of this, it can't be anything good, so we've come up with a plan of our own to liquidate these execs before they can cause any harm. We also received a gig from the children of the owner of the hotel, Daniel Mullins. They say he has been planning an early retirement and are afraid he's going to waste all of his money on complete frivolity and are going to be left without any inheritance. Retire Daniel and give these kids some peace of mind. Think of it as a humanitarian aid. It's a great fucking business choice. The execs of competing firms are closing out of a deal. Liquidate them. That's how you do it. That's what you do. The only way forward is corporate liquidation. This one is a little bit hard without the grab ending, so I don't know if I will be even able to finish it. This guy doesn't have the armor of the big guys, but he still has the big gun. There's a lot of zombies in this one, if you can hear them. Where is the corporate security golem? Look, a tanning salon. Thank God the flashlights haven't reached here yet. I was in the hospital for a week after getting bit by one. Nasty. I'm a busybody. They are roasting themselves in a tanning salon. Don't worry about the zombie sounds. Yeah, that's a golem. We have to have armor-piercing ammunition, and we just ran out of like the entire stock of it. There are a shit ton of zombies in this level, but they are in the sewers. Oh, you died as well. Good. Hello. Can't even take a piss without some freak like you bothering me. What is it? Be quiet about it. This trip is an absolute disaster. All of our deals have gone to shit. I'm readying myself to declare bankruptcy. The other guy seems to be more interested in relaxing. I'm only the serious business-minded individual here. You're also? That's good. Sorry. It's just business. Also, a cool piece of lore. You can buy this armor, and those bubble guys are like space troopers. That armor is used in like being dropped from orbit because it's so like bubbly and bouncy. So they are actually just dropped from space without a parachute because that armor is so good. That's some lore for you. Yes. This guy wants to kill me with a corporate security rocket launcher. Whoa, bro! Where'd you come from? I'm just chillin'. I love the serene view and the nice warm bath. Some of the guys want to do business, but I'm in no hurry. Honestly, I knew before coming here that there would be no deal. I just need an excuse to relax. I'm definitely coming back here sometime. If you happen to meet the owner of this place, please tell him how much I appreciate his work. I love the conversations in this game. Oh, fuck off! I got scared. I need some more hungry man meals. Hello. Please do something about that thing in the bathroom. I don't know what the fuck that freak is. I know it's the swamp suit, but this is a little too swampy even for me. Called the hotel management hours ago and they still haven't showed up. What a fucking joke. My security guys are complete cowards and I refuse to go in there. Who recruited these absolute morons? Do you think I could even pay you? How's $1 million sound? I was so excited when I got to this guy like for the first time because I thought I was actually about to make $1 million. Look at this freak of nature. It's a zombie. He is unkillable, unfortunately. But how exciting would it be to make $1 million? That will come later. And use my rocket launcher to dispose of this fool. And there he goes. And now I have to get out of here in one piece. This may be the way. Let's fucking go! I'm very proud that I managed to beat this level because it's very hard and I actually did it without the Grappendix. Nice. Let's see the weapon that we just acquired. Stern M17, winner of the Advanced Combat Rifle program, has widely replaced most other rifles in elite military use. Rapid 3-round burst of flashette rounds significantly increases hit probability. Drink? What do you mean? Oh, to celebrate the victory. Maybe. I'm gonna take the flashette gun and the rocket launcher. The corporate security gun, I'm gonna show you the description. Security systems anti-armor device. At some point, arms manufacturer Security Systems managed to convince the world that it was absolutely necessary for corporate security to possess military-grade rocket launchers. Cleric NPC. You have to clear that out for me because I... How did that go? Well, why aren't we in a flashette rifle paradise, Mr. The Square? What stopped us from becoming a flashette gun world? Ammunition is too expensive to create, I would guess. I don't know. Tell me about it. Enlighten me. Gonna check it out. Thanks for the names. Oh, where did we get a large stock of flashette ammunition? Eliminated. Whoa. Double shot. Killer double shot pro. So like where do they... Whoa. Like that, I mean that's a better option than Agent Orange. Just use shotguns to kill the forest. And the flash engines, check them out. They bleed when they shot. Oh, they don't bleed. I thought they were bleeding. Maybe I confused that with Quake 4 meat engines. Oh my god, if I died here, it would be very unfortunate. Okay guys, I think that is a level that I would like to cut this stream off at. I think that's it for me. I would like to eat some not supper. Is supper the last meal? I don't remember the English word, but I would like to eat some good food and prepare myself for sleepy times. Oh my god, it's Cruelty Squad. Actual Cruelty Squad person. What are you doing, you? How did you manage to get here, Mr. Cruelty Squad? Thank you guys for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed getting educated on Cruelty Squad topics. Cruelty Squad, you have a great name. I will probably come back to streaming this later. Maybe next week, maybe this week, we'll see. Probably next week. And I hope you all enjoyed. I will catch you guys later. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of the WBPL content and content providers. Have a nice night. Good night.